Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika. This is Library of Tomes, where I talk to you about all the bookish things going on in my life. Hi, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. Today, I'm actually doing a very fun video, one that I have been working on for a while because I've been collecting more and more manga. I've been reading more and more manga. Today, I'm going to be hauling 33 titles of manga. I know if you watched my video where I purged my library and basically told myself I wasn't going to be buying any more books. I was going to try to limit the number of books that I was buying in a month, in the year, and whatnot. I'm still doing that. That is still something that I'm 100% trying to focus on. However, I have been slowly expanding my manga collection, and these titles I have been accumulating for probably 2 months now. I think I started back in December, started accumulating these titles, or maybe it was November, but I started collecting these a little bit ago, and these are all titles that I am very, very interested in. These are ones that I think that I will really love, and these are also a good handful of them are digital. So we're gonna go through the physical copies first, the physical titles, and then we will go through the digital titles. So if you only wanna see the digital or you only wanna see the physical, I will leave the card in the description. That way you can like jump around to which chapter you wanna be at. So let's go ahead and get started with my physical volumes of manga. So first up, we have volume 1 and also volume 2 of Fire in His Fingertips. This is an extremely smutty manga following these two adorable characters. This is a firefighter, like a fireman romance. Essentially, this dude right here is an absolute playboy, and this girl right here is trying to set him up on blind dates. He is not having it. He's just not doing a good job with them. He is basically flunking on every date that he has. It's going horribly. And then her apartment gets set on fire. So there's a fire in her apartment, and he rescues her, and she has to stay with him for a couple days. And they have a very, very sexual relationship. They have a very sweet relationship too, in my opinion. I think they're really precious, and I absolutely adore them. I really love this series. I'm so happy I have both volumes. This is an ongoing series, so I need volume 3 as soon as possible. I wanted to haul these first because these are definitely borderline hentai. Just going to be straight up and blunt with you about it. They are super good though. I really, really like them. There is some dubious consent in this, so just be warned going into this that there is dubious consent. It's a really good series though, and I really, really liked it. So this is definitely good for my taboo lovers if you want to check this out. It's also super smutty. I literally cannot show you a single panel, but I will tell you, you see everything. I was under the impression it was going to be like not everything. I thought it was going to be like a little bit. It's everything. You see every body part. So just be warned going into this. If you want to know what the panels look like, I have my Instagram in the description. If you want to DM me, I will send you a picture of the panels. So then I have a series I'm absolutely adoring, and this is volume 4 and 5 of Sweat and Soap. This is the cutest manga series. This is a seinen manga. This follows our two characters here. They're absolutely precious. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I actually bought the first 3 titles digitally as well, but I absolutely adore this series. This one is insanely popular, and I know that a ton of my friends love this. I did get recommended this by Shay and Izzy. They both told me that they thought I would really like it. This sweet girl here has a like a sweating problem, so she sweats a lot, and this guy right here makes like the fragrances for the soap she loves, and he loves the smell of her, and they have a very cute romance. So this is super cute. I love this. I can't wait to read these 2 volumes. I have read the first 3, and I'm working on collecting them physically, so you will be seeing them on my channel as I get them in other hauls. But I love the series. I'm so happy that I own it. I own at least the first 2, or the last 2, and I own the other 3 digitally. So I love this series. I love it so much. So then this one is Something's Wrong with Us. This is volume 1. I think this is a josei manga, but essentially this one is one that Shay recommended for dark romance lovers, which that would be me. I quite literally have my dark and spicy shirt on. I am so excited to read this one. This one follows a girl who marries a guy that was somehow involved with getting her mother locked up in prison, and I think she has some like not so good intentions behind marrying him or being in a relationship with him. So I'm very excited to check it out and potentially marathon the entire series if I like it, because I think I will. I also picked up Cutie and the Beast. I adored this volume. I cannot wait to check out the other volumes of this. This is a shoujo manga. So this follows Momoka and Kuga. They are very adorable. He is a professional wrestler. She is a teenager. She is 18. She's in high school. And they have a romance. It's a very cute age gap romance. I really recommend this one as well. I am so happy that I picked this up. It is super adorable. This one is specifically just so cute. I really think this would also be good for the romance people. They do have a more taboo age gap, so also be warned of that. This one is way more taboo. I think they have an 11-year age difference. And yeah, it's really cute though. So cannot wait. I have to get volume 2 soon. But then I have Spell of Desire volume 1. I also got this one off a recommendation from Shay. This is a witchy type of manga. She owns a small herb shop and a mysterious man enters the shop revealing that she is actually a witch and there's more that she needs help to control her power and awakening it and all those fun things. So I'm very excited. This one is a 5-volume manga, I believe, and I believe it's completed. I am very excited to read this one as well because yeah, Shay gives me all my recommendations and I want to read it really bad. I also picked up 4 volumes of Death Note. So listen, hear me out, okay? I adore Death Note. This is one of my favorite animes in the entire world. I absolutely adore Death Note, and I really wanted to collect the black editions, and right now the black editions are sold out in a lot of places, and I was not able to get the entire set, even though I want to marathon this entire series when I sit down to read it. I probably will not actually read from my black editions. I will probably read them from the Viz Media app, just because, as I've said a lot in the past, I am very much a like a digital reader. I much prefer reading digitally, but I do want to read at least 1 or 2 of these physically, just because I did spend the money on them and I wanted them for my collection, so I want to at least try to read through them. But I have volumes 1, 2, 4, and 5, or not 4 and 5. I have 1, 2, 5, and 6. I need volumes 3 and 4. These are the omnibuses. I'm going to show you them individually because I just adore them. This is what they look like. They're very pretty, and I'll show you the inside of this one because I just adore this series a lot. But this one has Light Yagami right there on the front. So volume 2 has Ryuk on it, who I adore Ryuk, and I love the sprayed pages on these. This one has Mello on it, so Mello's right here. He is also a character in the series. And then Nier is on this volume that I have. And I absolutely adore these. I think they're absolutely beautiful. So I need volume 3 and 4. They have Misa and L on them, who those 2 are also 2 of my favorite characters. But if you've somehow not heard of Death Note, I will tell you a little bit about it. So it follows Light Yagami, who is a normal high school student and he's trying to get into college. He is a very smart man. He is like very intelligent. He is, you know, he has a lot of potential. He is the top of his class. He scores the top on his on his test, and he is like ultimately he is a genius. And he also has a god complex. So he finds the Death Note and he decides that he wants to rid the world of evil and he wants to become the god of the new world. And I absolutely adore the series. I cannot wait to read the manga. And I am just so excited. These are so beautiful and so stunning. I have wanted to collect these for so long and like actually read this series because I adore Death Note. I adore it so much and I cannot wait to actually dive into this. If you want me to read all these and do a review on them, please let me know because this is definitely high on my priority list. I adore Death Note. I cannot wait to read it. I've guessed enough about it, probably not, but yes. I had to pick these up. If you're wondering, I did get these 2 from in Books A Million, like actually in the store. And then these 2 right here, I ordered on booksamillion.com because that's the only place I could find these. So as soon as the other ones are in stock, I'm gonna be picking them up as well. I can't wait. I love this series. I'm so happy that I'm almost done with this collection. So then I also picked up Blood on the Tracks. This is by the same mangaka that did Happiness, which is another horror manga. This is a psychological thriller type of horror manga. And this one follows this woman right here who is a very protective mother over this little boy right here. And it is the story of what she will do to keep him safe. I have heard this is an absolutely amazing series and that it is very well loved in the manga space. I definitely love horror manga. It is my favorite type of manga to read. I actively say horror manga is my favorite manga, and this is kind of just, I'm very excited to read it. It's so widely praised and so well loved that I cannot wait to dive into it. This is only 5 volumes, so, and I think it's ongoing, so it's not too early for me to jump in. Like, it's not too long of a series, so I can't wait to check this one out as well. And then if you have been on my channel for a while and you go back and you were here when I first originally found Junji Ito, you'll know that I love him. I picked up 4 titles from Junji Ito. This is actually where the collection of manga that I've been purchasing kind of starts, because I picked up 3 of his hardcover books and then one of this one here. I actually ordered this one recently. This one is A Dissolving Classroom by Junji Ito. I don't know what this one's about other than it's a horror manga. That's the back of it, if it wants to focus, and it looks like a ton of body horror. I actually am planning on reading this soon, and I'm planning on also reviewing all of Junji Ito's work and eventually doing a guide. So if anyone wants to kind of know where to go with horror manga, I can definitely point you in the right direction. I adore Junji Ito and I cannot wait to be collecting his entire backlist. Honestly, I have not read all of the titles that I have collected from him. I've only read 2 different Junji Ito titles, and I'm just picking them up as I can because I absolutely adore him. So yeah, I cannot wait to read this one. I don't know what it's about, but I'm anticipating I'll love it because it's Junji Ito in horror manga. So, and then I also got these. These are the Junji Ito story collections. So we have Frankenstein, which I'm pretty sure this one is just a manga version of Frankenstein. This is an absolutely beautiful edition though. If you just look at this in person, it is absolutely stunning. I adore it. I think that his art style and the way that the art is in these is absolutely insane, beautiful, like adore it. I cannot wait to check this out. It looks absolutely creepy, terrifying. Oh, just by like looking at these pages, if you're squeamish, look away. But that is just absolutely terrifying. I love him. I love him so much. Then I also have Smashed, which is this one. And then I also got Shiver. So if you have agoraphobia, no, that's not agoraphobia. The one with holes, that's on the cover on this one. So it looks like this. And this is another short story collection. And let me see if I can find you. Oh, this is a lot of body horror. Oh my god, okay. So this one has a lot of body horror. I'm gonna show you a page, but if you have an issue, just kind of skip forward. I'm gonna show it to you, but that is petrifying. I can't wait to read this. This looks so good. So yes, if you want reviews on Junji Ito, just let me know. I'm definitely gonna be doing them. If you have one you want me to read first, let me know because it is top priority for me. So those are all of the physical titles. Now I'm going to be hauling the rest of the digital titles. The digital titles are the bulk of this haul. I will go ahead and let you know that. So I will let you know what they are now. So let's do this. So first up, obviously we have Sweat and Soap volumes 1 through 3. I picked these up when they were like $5.99. And I tried them and I loved them. As I said earlier, Sweat and Soap is about our 2 characters. One has struggled with body odor and sweating, and the other one just loves smelling her. It's a very cute slice of life romance manga, and I cannot wait to complete this entire series and collect these also physically. I adore them so much. And I have 4 different titles that I got as ARCs, and I'm going to tell you about them really quickly. I've not read them all, so I can't tell you what they're all about, but I have A Sign of Affection. I also have Sachi's Monstrous Appetite. I then have the Not So Sweet Boys, which I can tell you a little bit about this one. This is about a girl who has an after-school job and she's not supposed to, so she's gonna have her scholarship taken away if she doesn't help the chairman of the school get these boys back into the school program, like get them back in school and like taking their tests. Then I have Haru's Curse. This one is a dealing with grief type of manga. Her sister dies and she ends up in an arranged marriage with her brother's or her sister's fiance. Then there was a sale where I bought a ton of titles for 99 cents, and I'm going to tell you about them. So first up, I got Perfect World Volume 1, which is a story about a girl who falls in love with a boy in a wheelchair. So I have talked to Shay about that one, and she did say that the beginning does read a little bit ableist, but she eventually learns later on. So I'm going to try it and see what I think about it. I'm very nervous about it. I'm not really sure how I feel. And I don't know what the rest of these are about, so I'm going to tell you what they are. We're going to pop up the cover and let you know that they are on their way to being read by me. Asamori-kun Bride to Be. We have Ashari's Senpai Favorite. I'm going to butcher these names. I'm sorry. I'm going to learn how to say them. We have Those Summer Days Volume 1. I also have Love's Reach Volume 1. And then I have Boarding School Juliet Volume 1, You Got Me Senpai Volume 1, Lovesick Ellie Volume 1, and then Peach Heaven Volume 1. So those are all of the digital titles that I picked up as well. And like I said, I don't know what all of them are about. They are all romancy titles. They're romances centering around couples. I don't know if any of them are LGBT or if they are straight passing relationships or if they are just straight relationships. But those are the titles that I picked up. Those are the ones I'm going to be reading over the next couple months. I'm very excited to be expanding my digital and physical manga collection because I absolutely adore manga, and it has been something that I have read off and on over the years but never fully invested the time and money into. My sister absolutely adores manga. She is the reason I decided to start Tokyo Ghoul because she pressured me into it, and now it is the best decision that I've ever made. So yeah, I'm very excited to be collecting manga and be reading manga again. If you want copies of any of these titles, I will be linking them all in the description. So if you want to go check them out, you can. And yeah, if you want to be my friend on any other platform, all my links are in the description, and I will chat with you all in my next video. Bye everyone.